What's good? DJ Main Source. Welcome to Studio 118. I'm your host, and today we have a special guest by the name of Lok3yteej.
That's right. Hey, everybody.
All right, and why don't you tell us about yourself, brother?
Well, I'm just, I guess, another man just trying to make it out here. Uh, Originally born in Jamaica, so I came to the country in like 2006. When I was 12, trying to do the whole school thing. I was a complete nerd in high school. No girls, trying to make your dad, proud and stuff like that. College, tried to do it on my own. Couldn't afford it. It's expensive. Dropped out. Started working. Chick-fil-A, construction sites, started making bad decisions and say, hey, you know what? It's time for a change. So now I'm in the Marine Corps, and I've been trying to make music for like ever since then, since 10th grade. But then I started to fall off, started to lose myself kind of. And I guess now I'm on a journey of just finding myself, and I'm slowly getting there. It's nice.
I hear you. So what got you into music?
It was weird. Actually, it was just like I've always loved music, especially in Jamaica. When you're growing up, it's always about rhythm and dancing and moving and expressing yourself. And to me, I'm like artistically inclined anyways. So like I was doing art in high school and stuff like that. But it was the 10th grade when Soldier Boy was hot. I'm dating myself now. I'm old as hell. And he came out with Crank
You.
That Soldier Boy. And I was, yeah, I know, right? Especially around these kids around here though. But yeah, he came out with Crank That Soldier Boy. And I went to a magnet school right there. Magnet school for technology, and I made a remix to Crank That Soldier Boy called Crank That Magnet Boy. And then my principal heard it, my teachers heard it, they loved it. And then it was the next year, one of my friends convinced me to start making my own beats. So I was like, I hate it. I didn't want to make my own beats. I just wanted to get them easy out there and stuff like studios, using Audacity and stuff. And work my way up to Logic, GarageBand, all that. And now it's just something I love. Like you feel with just words, you just gotta communicate a different type of way. You know what I mean?
I hear you. So what inspires you to create?
To create, I guess inspiration is everywhere. It most of my inspiration comes from past low relationships and heartbreak, and uh I guess I'm originally an introvert, so I lean towards the sensitive side of things. I'm not really interested in talking about banging and shooting up this and that and stuff like that. It's more like I'm in a quest for the search of truth almost. So it's just like I want to question the things, ask the questions that people don't normally ask, or like people are too afraid to ask because it's gonna make you seem not cool or abnormal. So it's like my inspiration is just life's biggest question: where are we from? Why this has to happen? Why do I feel this way? Or why must I have to do this to fit into this social class? And like how people treat each other, and it's just stuff like that. And then mainly like music in itself that's already out, like Drake. He's one of my biggest inspirations too. Part Next Door, stuff like you could just tell by those type of artists the vibe that I'm into.
Yeah, and that's what I would say. Listening to your EP, that I
Oh,
guess it's an EP
Chaos,
or an album. Is it
the
an
album,
album?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
album.
Now listening to your album, I kind of got that Party Next Door flavor from
Right.
it. I hear you, man. So would you consider yourself a hip hop artist, R&B? Like, do you label yourself?
I like to label myself hip hop, R&B, soul ish, but my wife actually showed one of her friends my songs, and then she came back with, it's like he has his own genre. Like I can't even place him anywhere because I have such a broad spectrum. I guess I can't really fit into anyone as itself. I kind of like mesh over a broad area. There's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It just depends on the mood of the song and the vibe, I guess.
Yeah, and that's great because you won't be pigeonholed into,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, a certain style or, nothing like that. That's cool, man. That's what I think is missing nowadays. Have you ever performed live? And if you have, how did that make you feel?
I was scared as hell the first time I performed. But I have performed live. It was coast to coast mixtapes, like one of their live events.
Yeah.
And it's me and my boy Teezy from Atlanta. And we made a song. We submitted it. They said, yeah, you're good. And we actually came in third out of like 23 people and won some radio plays and stuff like that. So it felt
Wow.
great. It was nerve-wracking at first, just standing up there and just worry. That you're always worried about how people think and how people are going to accept you or not. But sometimes you just can't worry about that. You just got to do you at the end of the day. So.
Are you currently working on any projects?
Yes. After I dropped Chaos, which was like highly motivated by the people around me because it's like I would just throw out songs and snippets and they're like, oh my gosh, bro, you gotta drop this. Oh my gosh. So that kind of like motivated me to finish that fast. But then I went ahead and showed them some other stuff I was working on. And they're like, oh yeah, you need to do something else. Like people are waiting on it in a sense. So yeah, I'm starting to work on some singles. I'm gonna drop another single, but it's gonna be the softer side. Like the first Chaos was just like the intro to, like, it's a little bit of what everybody goes through. The like grateful, you gotta cherish what you have. Um, losing interest is like us heartbreak. Then you have real deal, which is just like all about your friends and the support and stuff like that. So now this time I'm just gonna focus on one topic, I guess.
And do you mind telling us how long did it take you to create Chaos?
Yes, Chaos took forever. It was when I just got stationed in 29 Palms, California, at September. So since September, like during the workday, it's from like 05 to 16:30, which is 4:30,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to go chow and you have to field day sometimes. So it's just like you have maybe 4 good hours to do anything, but you're in a barracks room with 2 other roommates and you're trying to record. So literally every day since September till when I dropped it in February, I've been working on it. And just the mixing and mastering alone takes forever. So it's probably about a good 5 months, 6 months. And
Okay.
then I was like pulling from songs too, from stuff I was making back in the civilian world. So I think that gave me a head start. Or if I had to start from scratch, it probably would have been longer.
Okay. And what do you feel like is the best song you ever made?
Of all time?
Yes.
Oh, that's hard. Um,
Or has it been made yet?
I don't know. I think I'm a perfectionist at heart. So it's like I'm super critical of my own stuff. But other people just seem to like it. So it's just like I have to learn to step back sometimes and just let it go. But I'm always looking back. So it's like I don't even know. I think Chasing the Sun off of Chaos, that one had the
Yeah, I
best
like that.
feedback. Thank you. Yeah, that
Yes.
one had the
Well,
best feedback because they said that was real, and that happened when I was just so depressed one day, and like I was just done with the military. I'm just done. I just want to go home. It's just like life just freaking sucks, and it was at my lowest point, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna make some music right now, and that came out, and then at first I was nervous about it because it was just so candid, so raw, and then I showed my boy, and he was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, you gotta drop that. And then my wife said the same thing. She's just like, wow, babe, that's just so real. Like it's just so raw. I think that's probably gonna be my favorite one.
Chasing the Sun so far. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed that track. And, it did like give off that type of vibe, like I said, that you could feel the energy from it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that you were trying to, release, you know what
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
saying?
Definitely.
So on that one, I would say Chasing the Sun did put me there. And, that's what the song that stuck out the most for me. You
Yeah,
know,
thank
coming
you.
from my old head.
Right. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, man. What would you like your fans to remember about you?
To remember about me. That's a good question. I don't really want them to remember a single thing about me. I kind of just want them to remember me, that I was here. Like, even if I never make it big, or I'm just remember that I just made music for music's sake, just to feel. I don't want them to like, oh, he was hype, he was this, because a lot of artists now, it's like fans are more attracted to their lifestyle than their actual music. They're attracted to I guess the showboating and the flexing and stuff like that. But I just really want them to remember the feeling that they got from one of my songs. Not necessarily me personally, but just, man, that Lok3yteej, that's in that song. He got me there. I could relate to that. I felt that. He helped me get through this. He helped me get through that. Like, actually yesterday, one of my boys, he just went through a bad breakup, and he said he posted on Instagram that losing interest was just so real to him, because he actually felt and went through the same exact thing I was talking about, and that actually felt good. So I guess that's really what I want the fans to really feel.
All right. And while we're at it, how did you get the name Lok3yteej?
Mostly because of availability. Because I started off just being Tej, and then I wanted to post a track on iTunes, and somebody else was Tej, and I was like, crap, no, I can't be Tej. So I normally like to move low key, and I like drama, I like all that. So that's just where it came from, like low key Tej. And I think I used it in a bar one time, like a lyric. So they got to move low key and stuff like that. And I was like, I kind of like that. I had a ring to it, Lok3yteej, Lok3yteej, and it just came about.
That's what's up, man. And so, what artists would you like to do a collab with?
Ooh, Drake, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is crazy. Like, his lyricism is just crazy. Kendrick. Uh, Man, that's just, I can't even choose. Like, just to be able to work with any of those, that'd be great. Um, Even The Weeknd, his versatility with his voice, his vocals, that's just crazy. Janae Aiko, I'm just like a sucker for some really good vocals. So anybody with like those killer vocals, that'd be a blessing to work with.
Would you consider yourself a producer also, or you're more focused on the artist, being an artist?
I would say I'm a producer and as well as an artist. That's another thing with the new stuff I'm working on. I'm trying to get back to making my own beats, because I'm not really relying on somebody else for good quality beats. But at the same time, my producing level is not up to par yet, or not to where I like it, to like the mainstream quality, I guess. So I guess I'm more artist now than I am producer, but I do have the capability to produce if needs be. Because Before You Go, that was produced by me.
Okay, okay. All right. All right. I see you low key. You're not
Yeah,
too
man.
low key.
No, it's too low key, that's right.
So now that leads to my next question. How would you achieve you getting better as an artist and producer/producer? How would you be able to achieve that?
I think everything is just practice. I mean, like with any sport, any skill you want to just hone, it's just practice. Just keep doing it, keep evolving, and not be afraid to learn. That's the way to get there.
And on a scale of 1 to 10,000, how good is your new single compared to your last?
Ooh, compared to the last single, "Tragic" on Spotify.
Yes.
All right, compared to that, it's probably 10,000.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, definitely much better.
And why would you say that?
It's just it's a different level. It's a different feel. It's more. I guess it's more me. in a sense. It's more me. It's more like a lot. Tragic was just me trying to ride a beat. This is me trying to just be Lok3yteej. So it's just like it's so much better.
So you coming into your transition,
Right.
right? That's
Evolving.
evolving. Okay, I feel you. Now, if you had one message to give your fans, what would it be?
Just wait on it.
Okay,
Just wait on it. I'm coming. Just wait.
I feel you. So, Lok3yteej, tell us who's on your playlist.
Right now, I miss X. Triple X
Yes.
Tentacion, however you say his name. I miss that dude. He was so good. You could tell he was passionate about what he did. I was actually just listening to him in the car. Um, I have been listening to Playboy Cardi a little bit because he kind of fell off, but I like his vibe. Um, we got. It's hard to think right now. Sabrina Claudio. I'm not know if you're familiar with her.
No, I'm not. But tell us,
She's
enlighten me, please.
she's like a soul artist. Her voice is freaking beautiful. It's just crazy how sensual her voice is. Like she just pulls you in with her voice. So I've been listening to her. Let's see who else. Trippy Red, even though he's kind of wild, he gets me turned. Um, who else? I think that's it now. I can't even think of it. Just I listen to all types of music. Like I think some Metallica, like some rock,
Okay.
like stuff like that. So
Okay. All right.
just all types.
So, brother Lok3, give us your opinion on the current state of hip hop.
Ooh, it was looking rough for a while, but I think it's starting to come around. It's starting to become more of a, I don't want to say mumble rap. I don't want to talk down mumble rap because I like it too. It gets me turned. And people are focusing more on beats instead of lyrics. And I don't know if that's necessarily music in a sense, because this music is just whatever it's just a way of expressing yourself, I guess. So hip hop, people say hip hop is a lifestyle. People say hip hop is trying to create a message, it's like a voice. But to a lot of people, hip hop is different to each person. Each person thinks what hip hop is to them, is different to each person. So I think the state it is, and it always will be, I guess, in a sense, the same. It's just whoever's interpreting it at the time is changing. It's just the audience is changing. Like and they like this sound versus like the new wave. They like this sound versus people who've been listening for a while, like the J. Cole style and the more real, like trying to preach a message type thing, trying to stand up for a group of people. Like people say it's a culture. So it's just I think it's just hip hop is so broad that you just can't say the specific state of it because it's always changing, always evolving. It's like everything at once and at the same time a single type of thing, So it's that's how, at least how I feel.
All right. So, and I happen to agree on that. Other words, what I'm gathering from my understanding of what you're saying is there's something for everybody.
Right.
For all types of tastes.
Definitely.
And I agree with that, And before I let you go, though, brother, can you give us all your social media?
Sure. Instagram is Lok3yteej, Lok3yteej. Twitter is the same thing. It's just got the 2 X's on the end because somebody stole my name. And Spotify is the same thing, Lok3yteej. Facebook, I'm kind of moving away from Facebook, but Tijon Norman, TIJONNORMAN, and that's all I'm rocking with right now. That's those 3.
Okay. Well, on our show, Studio 118, I'd like to present you with the official T-shirt. that I'll be sending to you soon. And
Awesome.
I thank you for your time, bro. Oh yeah, no doubt. Thank you for your time. And everybody, let's go out there and support Lok3yteej. Check them out on Spotify, and where else can they find you?
Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, YouTube Red, literally any platform.
And the name of the album again?
Chaos. CHOAS.
That's what's up, man.
All right.
And I'm DJ Main Source. This is Lok3yteej. And before we leave, we're gonna check out this next track by Lok3yteej and our Main Source. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, please hit us here. And we out. Peace.